and good evening. Thank you for joining us on Grabs TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man, and welcome to your AEW Dynamite Live watch along tonight. The fallout from Dynasty. We are getting ready to be treated to one hellaciously good show tonight, and I personally am here for it. We've got 15 people in the building already. Thank you. Live from Baltimore, Maryland. Next week, Boston. And we're on the road to Double or Nothing. There you have it. All right, let's see what we're opening with here. Boy, they went straight to it, didn't they? There we go. Death Riders. They're kicking off the show, too. Hey, Catherine, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Hope everything's going well with you. We are opening with a vignette with the Death Riders, so, hey, I'm here. There we go. Yep. Mox doing some real champs. Uh-oh. Sorry to hear about that, Catherine. That's right. I remember. We remember. Everybody send Catherine some love on that because it doesn't get any easier. Yeah. We're all a family here. That's one thing's for sure. Yeah. And we're almost at 20 viewers right now. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. And the Death Riders making their way to the ring right now. Looks like we're kicking off with action. This is going to be an action-packed night. Like I said, it's a fallout. Let me get this camera adjusted here. This is driving me nuts. There we go. Like I said, though, this is the fallout from Dynasty, and Mox making his way directly to the ring. All right, give me 2 seconds here. I want to pull the match card here. We're going to go through it just real quickly. Holy crap, look at all this. Y'all doing that share. I see it happening, man. Thank you very much. There we go. Moxley going to be fighting ciabatta bread there. I knew that. It's just been one of those days, guys. Opening up with the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley versus ciabatta bread. This really ought to be an interesting match here because talk about out of nowhere. And speaking out of nowhere, we got 25 viewers so far. Thank you very much. Talking about a match literally out of nowhere. Of course, we saw this coming because the Ops are starting to stalk the Death Riders. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know if they're the next up or just the next in line. That's the one thing the Death Riders have done so far is systematically, no matter how you do it, no matter how you slice it, Death Rider's always coming out on top. Pause. But absolutely, here comes ciabatta bread minus his phone. Hey, we're looking at 31. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're getting this house packed up real quick here. Appreciate you. Katsuyori Shibata versus the Mox. And we're not talking about the Magic Mox here. This is way more valuable. My question is, how are they going to walk this match through? That's Does Shibata even speak English at all? I know he has to understand it. Oh, got a leg lock on him. And they have confirmed that it's going to be the rest of the ops versus the rest of the Death Riders there. So, see what we got here. Yeah, it's going to be Wheeler Yuta and Claudio versus the versus. Ooh, I can talk today, guys. I promise. Just got off work not too long ago. Versus Samoa Joe and Hook, and we're going to have a 400,000 8-man tag match. The winning side walks away with 100,000 per. We're going to have Speedball Mike Bailey, Will Ospreay, Mark Briscoe, and Kevin Knight versus Ricochet, Leo Rush, Action Andretti, and the Beast Mortos. We are going to have Chris Statlander versus Thunder Rosa with Timeless Tony Storm on commentary. That is going to be a treat. We're going to hear from the Hurt Syndicate. And unfortunately, we are all being punished because Chris Jericho lost the title. And so we are going to have to listen to Chris Jericho tonight, titleless. And, of course, the Bastard Pack against Swerve Strickland. This is an action-packed card tonight, guys. We are definitely here. And, no, I don't understand why people don't understand a Death Rider story either. Makes perfect sense to me. Of course, now I'm into real heels. Now we're having a chop fest here, obviously. Moxley's really trying to poke the bear on this one. We got 41 viewers and counting. Thank you. Oh, hello. Uh-oh, got him in the headlock. Not a bulldog headlock, but a headlock nonetheless. Get him into an abdominal stretch. This is going to be the fastest 2 hours of wrestling tonight, I can tell already, because we're already 8 minutes into the show. This show's moving by real quick already, and what in the world? He's about to get Mox into the octopus. Moxley making his way to the ropes for the break. Shibata not letting up on the Mox man. Oh, that was interesting. That is correct. Hope everybody had a good day today. It's been crazy around work for me, but that's pretty much every day that ends in a Y. That sometimes includes Saturday and Sunday. Not even enough for 2 on that. Pile driver, Mox giving Shibata a pile driver. Shibata popping right up with a big boot. That is it, though. That did take a lot out of Shibata to do that. I think Shibata's on the downhill now. Uh-oh, got him back in a headlock. I don't know what's behind that headlock, but yeah, there we go. There we go, reaching around there trying to gouge the eyes a little bit. Uh-oh, got him in the bulldog choke. That's the game right there. Bulldog choke winning again. We're almost at 50 viewers. Guys, you guys are showing up, showing out tonight. I really appreciate it. We weren't even 15 minutes into this yet. Jon Moxley picking up the win with the bulldog choke. It did look like he was being out wrestled, and we do have 50 right here on the box. Marina Shafir with a fist bump, carrying what we presume to be the title in the briefcase. And without further ado, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks, making their way down. Maybe we get an explanation. Who knows? Well, uh-oh. Let's see what's what here. We're going to get answers early tonight. I think Moxley said let him live. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said let him live. There we go. Shut the F up. Okay. Gotcha. Because we could. Oh, they're throwing Paige under the bus. There you go. And that immediately gets a swerve chant going. There we go. Oh, a peace offering. Yep, I knew it. I called it. This is the one I called here. Just like us. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, they are dressed up in black, Catherine. I see that. I figured this was something along those lines. Uh-oh. This getting interesting here now. Kenneth Omega the third making his way out. Catherine already getting horny. We can see this one coming. Stop me when I'm telling lies. I knew that was coming. Oh shit, Omega. And he did not bring the title with him. That is worth noting right there. Oh yes, Catherine, you're an angel. You're a saint. We know. Pause. They forgot to do him. Pause. Uh-oh. We know, Catherine. We are aware. Not bad. And it's eloquent, too. Kenny is speaking eloquently and tearing them apart. I like this. The OnlyFans counts. Oh, God. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get this party popping. And Catherine would gladly give her heart and soul for this. Oh, Lord. A little bit of roasting there. Uh-oh. And of course, you hardly see one without the other. Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker. And here comes the Swerve Man. Swerve Strickland. Swerve sneaking in back there. This is getting good now. I tell you what, Prince Nana is one of the best hype men in the business, if not the best hype man in the business. There we go. And we got Swerve in the ring now, so let's just go on and bring the bastard pack out right now. Let's see if we can't have ourselves a little matchy match here. Let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. It is buck hunting season. Oh, Lord. And Pac makes his way into the ring. We got ourselves a match kicking right now. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, I see what's going on here. Coming up next on Dynamite, we're kicking it right now. Looks like they might be going to commercial break. They are. We're going to take it with them. I will be right back in 60 seconds. We'll see you right here in just a second. Let them bitch. Give me about 20 more seconds. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Yeah, from what I've seen so far today, and we just hit 60 viewers. Thank you very much. Um, from what I've seen today so far, oh wow, that came in bright. There we go. From what I've seen so far today on the IWC, I don't legitimately think a majority of the IWC knows its head from a hole in the ground. Okay? I really don't. I would say something else, but I'm trying to keep it PG here. We may very well have some advertisers dropping by. I want to make sure that they see what they see. And, we're going to try to keep it not PG, but you get the idea. We're trying not to go crazy with it. Right now, the Death Riders is a pretty damn good story. I know a lot of people would disagree with me on that, but it's one of those things where if you grew up with that old school, old story heel, I really think the Jacksons are out of their league on this one right now, to be honest with you. I think they're tethering themselves because it's a hot thing and they know it's a hot thing. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to see them get too deeply involved in this because I don't think they work on that level. I really don't. I don't think they're on Mox's level on this one. Omega, I don't think really cares what level he's on, just as long as he's getting paid. And that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying that in a bad way or anything. But we're back here with some live action here. Pac really working over Swerve. There we go. Big boot from Swerve. We're getting kicked off here, literally. But I don't know. I'm still kind of trying to figure. I mean, it was the explanation I figured it would be. I would figure the Jacksons want to do business with the Death Riders. But I'm not sure getting them involved in this line of story right now, this early into it. And I know you're saying early. What's he talking about? I don't know that them getting involved at this point in time is the move, but we'll see. We will definitely see here. Tony's got something up his sleeve. I can feel it. There, that straightened it out. But I mean, you think about it here. We are exactly 30 minutes into this match. We've had all of our top card players to an extent. I mean, the only thing we're missing right now is Will Ospreay and Hangman Adam Page. But so far in the first 30 minutes of this thing, we have had a solid appearance from our top guy, the guy who wants to be the top guy, our EVPs, Kenny Omega, who is the top guy as well. I mean, you got to look at all of the visuals we got working here right now. It looks like maybe, just maybe, and I'm calling it right here, Anarchy in the Arena is going to be a thing at Double or Nothing. I'm calling it right now. Anarchy in the Arena is going to be off the fucking chain if this comes together the way I think it's coming together. Swerve over there handling Pac. Well, I spoke too soon, but you know how that goes. But yeah, Swerve catching him in mid-air. Buckle bomb. And right now, it looks like Swerve is 2 steps ahead of Pac, and that's kind of scary. Somebody's bleeding already. Uh-oh. I heard somebody on the net saying today that they didn't think Swerve was the man. Every time I watch this guy wrestle, he becomes more and more and more the man. So I don't understand what they're seeing there either. I think Swerve is the man that can carry the company. I just like the way AEW does their title runs for the most part here. Most of them have been relatively not long enough to mean something, but not long enough to, this is that. I'm feeling Anarchy in the Arena building already. But see, now the people on the outside who don't watch this and don't know what the hell's going on, they'll be like, where's the story? If it were up your ass, you'd know exactly where the story is. Okay? See, right now, and I'm relatively new at this because as of Double or Nothing, it will be 1 year since I started watching. Now, I've watched a lot of backstory in my off time and everything else, like some people binge watch Netflix. I've been binge watching AEW for a while now. So I'm getting caught up. But even I can see in my very limited understanding of the company, we're building to Anarchy in the Arena right now, today. The first day back out of Dynasty. The very first thing he's doing is building Anarchy in the Arena, which was my, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Darby Allin's spots in that match just absolutely moved me. Jack Perry getting set on fire was freaking awesome. Okay, that was a beautiful scene right there. But even I know right now, in my very limited understanding of the product, that, Swerve Stomp, this could be game over right here. It is game over. Swerve Penny Pack. But, so, like, seriously, I know they're building to that. We got 70 viewers in the house. Let's see if we can get to 100 before the end of the show. 100 to be happy for me. Like to get more, but I'm happy with 100 because Alundra Blaze, or whatever the hell she's calling herself right now, is running the stream too. That's where a lot of the viewers are going to wind up. Elite Death Riders versus Omega Swerve and the Ops. I like the sound of that. I do. But let's say we get, we're not going to have Okada in that, and I don't think we're going to have Kenny Omega in that. That's the only thing about it. I don't know if they're sitting them out for Double or Nothing. I mean, not Double or Nothing, but All In for that title unification. Everybody seems to be going for so bad and so hard. Pause. But Swerve's definitely in. But now here, I would offer another thought, too. I heard him call for blood and guts. Swerve saying he's not hard to find. Obviously, he's not. But so far in the first, say, 30 minutes of the show, we've seen Moxley, and of course he fought Shibata Bread, and Shibata's a decent opponent here. Then we've seen Swerve and Pac. So far our two contenders here have taken care of their part of the business. We got the Statlander and Thunder Rosa match going on here. I know Catherine is really secretly pulling for Thunder Rosa. She just don't want to admit it, and I understand that. But having Tony Storm on commentary is going to be gold. And, of course, the $400,000 explosive 8-man tag is coming up next. That is going to be interesting. I'm wondering if they're taking another commercial break. No, we're getting backstage work here now. Getting ready to get some backstage work here. Oh? He says he's going to buy himself some shoes. And Mark Briscoe plans to diversify his portfolio. I think he read that on the net. And they are taking a commercial break. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. Oh my God, this is getting funny and good at the same time. We'll be right back.
all your basics, all your basic needs there. But
Sunny days call for vodka iced tea. Made with real iced tea, real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Organic soil from Miracle Grow has grown me
Anyway,
the best garden I have
you guys
ever
can.
had.
Good soil, and you get good results.
Look at that.
The broccoli was fantastic.
Always under my feet. A good dog is always under your feet.
And I'm back. We got 73 viewers in the house. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. They're back right now, and we're getting ready to have the $400,000 match. 8-man tag team here. Let's see what we got here. Give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to drop one more message here. Want to make sure we get all the information out there today. See here, give me 2 seconds here, guys. See here. All right, we got everything lined up here now. Yeah, the Bucks did explain themselves a little bit. They say they want to do business, and that's what they're coming for. The Bucks are definitely coming to do business directly with the Death Riders. What Catherine and I were just talking about a few minutes ago is that looks like a lead in to Anarchy at the Arena. So that's exactly where I think things are going. And yeah, they explained themselves really, really well. I don't have any doubts. Of course, I knew going into it. I thought that's exactly what they were trying to pull off. I figured that that was the actual goal there. And of course, they have made absolutely no bones about it. They were just point blank, like, we want to get together. We want to do business. What's up, Dev? Happy Dynamite to you too, buddy. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Apparently, we've got somebody else running one tonight, and I'm happy. As long as people are putting a lot of emphasis on AEW Dynamite, I don't care. That's the whole point of doing this. We got a couple of guys doing some shows afterwards, some review shows strictly for AEW. I have advertised for them. I'm advertising for Covalent TV afterwards. Within 10 to 15 minutes afterwards, so on and so forth. Speedy recovery to Pac there, too. See here, Kenny versus Mox. Yeah, well, I mean, it would be nice. I think that would be a good way to go there. Of course, they're going through the Owen Hart right now, obviously. Renee Paquette. See here. Okay. Adam trying to still psych himself up to be pissed off. We think he got a little bit injured in that match. It looked like he did. He looked like he hit the wrong way, and on his back he had a serious abrasion going from basically his hip to his shoulder, and it was definitely bleeding. So, yeah, there's a good possibility he may have been injured on that one. And, of course, here come the bad guys. We got Swerve Strickland, Action Andretti, Leo Rush, and the Beast Mortos. This wild 8-man tag team match here. Yeah, and he probably twisted his ankle up pretty good, too. And, of course, the opponents in this match here, Kevin Knight, Will Ospreay, Speedball Mike Bailey, and we are back to yet another commercial. Hang on a second here. I'll be right back in about 30 seconds. And I'm back. Yeah, they're still running commercials and so on and so forth there. This represents a little bit of a different way to do Dynamite, but hey, you know, whatever works here. That tells me that they're getting ad dollars. That's all I care about at this point here. Because if Max feels like they can run ads and everybody else feels like they can run ads, it must be ad worthy. But yeah, I think he hurt his ankle as well. That's a good possibility. I've been kind of looking around. We just cracked 81 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. You know, hey, just any old second now, we're going to get the good guys. I think this is going to be an interesting dichotomy as well. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think this is going to be an interesting dichotomy across the board here. And Mark Briscoe tore it up at AEW Dynasty. That's just all there is to it. Mark Briscoe, I went back and rewatched that match. Mark Briscoe worked not only like the rent was due, but like his life was on the line. In all seriousness, man. And here comes a Willith Ospreay the third. Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was thinking right there, Dev. I think this thing has got so many players in it that this is going to be like, I'm calling it a cheat code before the bell rings. I'm calling a cheat code on this one. Before the bell even rings, I'm calling a cheat code on this bad boy. Let's see what we're looking at here. Oops. Whoopsie. And Mark Briscoe out there doing everything he can. Mark Briscoe like a little cheerleader here. Yeah, I mean, I thought maybe the match was probably, they could have took 5 minutes off of it. I would have said 5, maybe 7 minutes off of it. I think it might be a spot fest too, but that's a good thing. I'm just thinking Speedball might have got, I mean, not Speedball, but Will Ospreay. I'm thinking Will Ospreay probably, I think he probably has been stuck over in the States since Dynasty, and maybe his hair care product is somewhere. So they're kicking off with Speedball Mike Bailey and Richard O'Shea pondering getting in the ring. You are the captain. That's what they said. Oh, this is going to be crazy, guys. This is going to be super crazy. And not the luchador style. Oh, and he went straight to Beast Mortos. Like he still needs to stretch or something. Whoa. Uh-oh, got caught in midair on that one trying to hurricanrana. Swing and a miss. He said, let's try it like this. Man, Ricochet's doing some of the best heel stuff I've seen in a long time. That is so heel. All right, he's getting himself psyched up here. Ricochet's still getting himself psyched up. We got Lio Rush. We got Will Ospreay asking for the tag. Ospreay and Lio Rush. This ought to be interesting right here. And Action Andretti for the, well, I thought this was going to be a little more than what it is. Well, it was working out there for a second. Now Richard O'Shea's in there. They're just doing quick tags over and now they're teeing off on Will. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen Will Ospreay and Lio Rush in the ring together. That would have made my heart happy. All 8 men in the ring. Referee just might as well get out the way and let this go. Ricochet jumped up there to talk a little shit. Now we got it on. All 8 men working it out right here. 1, 2, 10. We're going to get the 10 pop here. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, all the new viewers. This is Grabs TV and the Sicko Show. I'm your host, the Matty Man. Thanks for joining us. We're almost at 90 viewers right now. 90 viewers. Like, comment, share, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Uh-oh. And Will goes flying. Mark Briscoe goes flying. Kevin Knight goes flying. Where's Speedball heading? Oh, Speedball went flying too. And they all found the camera right there. That I would like. Yeah, if they're teasing that, I would be down for that as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They slapped Baldy, too. This is getting better and better by the minute. You say, well, man, you're bald, too. Well, yeah, and it's still funny to me. Man, they just did him wrong again. Are we doing this again? Hang on a second. Let me see if they're heading to picture-in-picture up here, so I can keep a handle on everything. Yeah, there they go. Now we got picture-in-picture. Life is good. Yeah, they did the slap Baldy thing. That thing was hilarious right there. That is 100% hilarious to me. Anybody taking over on how many over-the-top flips we're going to have in this match here? I put it at about 12. And we've already got 4 of them done. Richard O'Shea being reintroduced to the ring the hard way. Let's see what we got here. Action Andretti, Lio Rush tag teaming up on Kevin Knight. Pause. They are looking good, seriously. Yeah, I would totally be there. Yeah, you're on 10. I'm on 10 to 12. Now that I think about it, I'm on 12. We already got 4 out the way. Lio Rush and Kevin Knight's not a bad hook either here. I don't know if everybody's seeing that on the picture-in-picture down on TBS or TNT or whichever one the hell it's on. But Lio Rush and Action Andretti working against Kevin Knight, not bad. That is not bad at all. Let's see here. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. I'm going to get that set correctly. There we go. And Beast Mortos and Kevin Knight working pretty damn well together here, too. Knight is just going to be another one of those like Speedball Mike Bailey. He's going to just graft himself into this show. We're back now with the main screen. But Kevin Knight is grafting himself into the show, and you almost feel like he's been there for a while. It's not like he just got here. So whatever Speedball is doing, Kevin Knight is emulating it. We're almost to 90 people. That means we're close to 100. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get this party popping. See here. And Speedball and Beast Mortos have hellacious chemistry. Uh-oh, lung buster. Lung blower. Let's see what we got here. Springboard into the middle of nowhere. Whoa! What a stomp. Uh-oh, Samoan drop. Beast Mortos has the nicest Samoan drop in professional wrestling. And Knight not quite pulling off that Hurricanrana the way he thought he would, so he turned it into a spike DDT. Damn. Oh, Lio Rush with that bottom rope cutter. Andretti up in the airplane. Wow, that's a cutter. Lio Russian, we're going to get it right here. Lio Rush and Will Ospreay, we had it there for a second. Damn. Uh-oh. What in the hell was that? Not enough for three, though. Speedball kicking out just in the nick of time. Good Lord. Speedball got nobody to tag right at the moment here. He just realized that. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Oz cutter. There we go. Kevin Knight, top rope. The Jet. And somebody still makes the save. Holy crap, this is getting good. Wow. 5 stars for that move. 5 stars for that sequence. That's just all there is to it. Ospreay picking up the pin on Beast Mortos. Ospreay, yeah. Splitting that 400K. That was nice. Fuego, I see you there, buddy. That was... Wow. That was nice. Ooh. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so we've got Strickland, this, that, now. We got that one out. We got the Death Riders versus the Ops. That's going to be your main event. We've got, as far as wrestling action between now and all of these vignettes here, we've got Chris Statlander and Thunder Rosa. We're going to have Timeless Tony Storm on commentary. That is going to be guaranteed freaking hilarious. And unfortunately, since Chris Jericho lost the title, we will be effectively punished because he will have his own segment of TV time. And of course, we're going to have the Hurt Syndicate celebration here. I have a feeling we're going to have an MJF pop up there, and I have a feeling we're going to have an MJF pop down. So it's confirmed right now that Cope is out for an indefinite amount of time, which I'm guessing there's a show involved or something to that effect that needs to be handled. And then Cope will be back. Hopefully be back by All In. All right, we're almost to 100 viewers. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And we are getting the Hurt Syndicate celebration because they hurt people. In case you didn't know, you better ask somebody. Shelton Benjamin in those flats is starting to, he's getting it on that, taking care of his feet. Alrighty. We're going to get the Hurt Syndicate celebration here. I'm wondering what MJF's going to mess up here. All right, Hurt Syndicate in the ring. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Montel Bontavious Porter, MVP, celebrating their AEW Tag Team Championship title defense this past week on Dynasty. And the man on the mic. All right. Uh-oh, they putting the titles up here. We might have ourselves a little party right here. Yep, we had to know MJF. Hey, we just cracked 100 viewers. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. We knew MJF had to be a part of this thing. It just wouldn't be this without that. And whoever told him that plaid suit was the move, nah. Damn, MJF, them shoes are something right now. Good Lord. MJF coming out here looking like a Long Island pimp. So far, this has been really entertaining, you gotta admit. Let's see here. MJF just trying to ingratiate himself in here. Good Lord. This is going to be interesting here. This is going to be interesting. Everybody wins. Uh-oh. Bobby Lashley and MJF would not be a bad match, by the way. Nope. Shelton is like a no. Yeah, we knew he wasn't going to get in that way. Yeah, Shelton could whoop his ass. That's... I actually saw Shelton in person up at WrestleCade, November. Catherine was there. He is, he's intimidating even now. Yeah, he was completely intimidating in person too. He's not one of these guys that just looks tough on TV. In person, he got that look on his face. He got that resting bitch face. He looks like he can hurt somebody. Speaking of looking like he can hurt somebody, Megan Payne and Penelope Ford. See what you did? You made her talk. All right, looks like they're going to commercial break here in a minute, yet again. We're almost to 110. That's looking good. Loving that. Loving these numbers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back in 60 seconds. Right after this, I'll be right back. And I'm back. We got 111 viewers on here. Thank you very much. 111 total, 111. We are doing good tonight, and I'm feeling like a couple of announcements is going to be coming up. The neon signs behind me, they're going to be changed out here for new stuff. That's going to change out here in just a couple of days. Maybe by the weekend. Not sure yet. Some of that stuff's in the mail. going to replace it with actual branded equipment. Thanks to you guys. Appreciate you. And they're back. We're going to have a definitive second entrant into the semifinals tonight with Thunder Rosa, Chris Statlander getting it on here in just a few minutes. And on Collision, we're going to have Jamie Hayter and Billy Starks too. And we're going to be live, large, and in charge for Collision, AEW Collision this weekend on Saturday. Be here live at 8 p.m. And here comes the timeless one herself, Toni Storm, victorious at Dynasty. Oh Lord, we get to hear Toni fold on national television yet again. I can't escape it. I got to stay here live with it. That's okay though, because see, here's what's going to happen. The best thing in the world's going to happen, Catherine. Chris Statlander's going to whoop that ass, and Thunder Rosa going to be out the tournament round one. Toni Storm going the scenic route. I did leave your chewing tobacco in there. We're off to a good start already. There's not a hope to it. I think Statlander's going to whoop that ass. I think Statlander's going to whoop that ass. At least I'm hoping Statlander whoops that ass. Because I'm right there with you on this one, Catherine. Anybody that goes to the enemy side and works with them, I don't want to see them prosper at all. I'm sorry, that's just me. They gave her career a new lease on life. She sits there on Busted Open, just the same people that shit all over this company. She sits right there. Hey, I tell you what, Dev, I'm going to be honest with you. True story. Even better in person. I promise you. I promise you. Even better in person. See here, give me a second. See if I can find it here real quick. Give me a second, guys. That ain't it. You know what? I can find it. Just give me a second here. I'm not messing with that just yet. Give me just a second, guys. I am ridiculously proud of some things in my lifetime. One of them was getting to actually speak one-on-one with Toni. And I'm telling you right now, she's twice as better in person. Let me see here. Give me a couple of minutes here, guys. I'm working on it. It's a box office blockbuster. Oh, Lord. There we go. Yeah, she's awesome in person. See here, give me 2 seconds here. I'm proud of this moment. There you go. Live and in living color right there. Me and the Tony herself. I'm very proud. She was hilariously funny in person, too. Just so you know. I mean, hilariously funny. All right, this shouldn't even be a damn match. Go ahead and knock this thing out, Chris. And we're sitting at 117 viewers. Uh-oh. Swing and a miss. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Set her up for that. There it is. That is a lethal kick. Kicked her clean down to the floor. Let's go, Statlander. Come on, Statmaster. Uh-oh. Tony Storm is just, damn. Finished in my eye. I'm not doing that again. We did it once. We ain't doing it twice. Sorry. Looks like they're heading to picture-in-picture up here. Give me a couple of seconds to get over to the other screen here. But yeah, Tony Storm in person is absolutely awesome. Mina Shirakawa, also awesome in person, just so you know. Let's see here. And what else is awesome in person too? At the Covalent TV. We'll be live immediately following AEW Dynamite. They're going to be bringing you those facts, data, statistics. Yeah, I can have respect for her not wanting to do that again. They're going to hold a couple of dumbasses accountable. They're going to bring you one of the best live reviews across all platforms at the Covalent TV. Following AEW Dynamite tonight, probably around 10:10, 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss it tonight either, because I have a feeling this one's going to cook like the last one did in a lot of different ways, and I'm there for it. You should be there for it too. At the Covalent TV live right after AEW Dynamite. Now, getting back to the other side of things, yeah, I'm not disagreeing. That was a damn good match. If Mariah May goes to the Fed, damn it, if she goes to the Fed, I will support the career of it. I will question her life decisions immensely, because I don't see a place for two brash Brits in the same building. I just don't, because we already know Saraya's out there tweaking to twerking, so to speak, to be back on WWE. WWE did no wrong. Everything was great. It was fantastic and blah, blah, blah. I support everybody's decision to work where they want to work. Do I think she will fit in with that crowd? I think WWE's trying to give us the impression that they are pulling in the Stephanie Vakurs, the Julias, the Zarias. Now I've gotten to where I can remember her name. I'm not 100% sure that they're going to let any of them work at the same level they're used to working. And I think it winds up being a scenario like Io Sky. Io Sky is a fantastic female wrestler. She's a fantastic Joshi. But they have not utilized her to 1% of her capability the whole time she's been there. That's not a slam on her, that's a slam on them. And they're back. But yeah, no, will she go? Maybe. But then that would probably not sit well with Mina Shirakawa. I think 30% of Mina Shirakawa signing with AEW was to team back up with Mariah May and do some work. So I'm thinking that they're keeping her off television for that purpose. Now, I'm not 100% sure this is a contract year, and nobody really knows what goes on inside of AEW except Tony Khan now. Rightfully so. Because nobody wanted to know what their fucking Waffle House order was. I'm sorry, that was janky commentary. If I had a comment about that, I don't think she would be overlooked in AEW at all. I don't think she'd be overlooked in the Fed once they figured her out. Once the fans realized, I think she would bring some fans with her for her segments. But I just don't think they book at the same speed and intensity as they do here in AEW, or in Stardom, or in New Japan. Plus, the one thing that I'm going to write about tomorrow, it's on my to-do list for the morning. I'm going to be discussing why it's disadvantageous for anybody. Yeah, or if they want drums or flats. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that too. I'm going to be writing significantly on why it's no longer economically viable to go to the Feds. You can go, just don't get accustomed to being there, because where Tony Khan is winning the war right now, and this is the thing nobody's talking about. Kevin Knight has a contract, an active contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kevin Knight has an active contract with AEW. Konosuke Takeshita has an active contract with AEW, has an active contract with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and has an active contract with DDP. I think did I get that right? DDP or DDT? I can't remember which one it is. That means that Kevin Knight is double dipping. That means that Konosuke Takeshita is triple dipping. That means that before the end of this year, or definitely before the end of next year, if they do this thing correctly and promote it correctly, you're going to see the first 10-figure professional wrestler. I don't know who it's going to be. I know who it's not, but I don't know who it's going to be. DDT. Okay, I was hoping I was close to that. DDP. I don't know why I had that. I was thinking about Diamond Dallas Page earlier, so yeah, that's probably why I had that on my mind. But I wholeheartedly believe by this time next year, we're going to see our first 8-digit professional wrestler. Because between the three of those companies, they can all afford a reasonable amount of money. You put that together, and Chris Statlander going over Thunder Rosa as I predicted. So Thunder Rosa is officially out of this. She is, ma'am, no longer appearing in this contest. But what I'm trying to say here is this. The smart companies are going to join in on this. I'm talking about CMLL. CMLL is going to be the next one to follow suit, because Tony Khan will convince them, if you get these guys under multiple contracts and we can shovel them into one promotion and shuffle them into the next cycle them in, cycle them out, cycle them in, cycle them out, keep it fresh, that I think that's worth paying big bucks for right there. Yes, give Chris her theme back, please. Absolutely. I agree with you on that, Dev. But I think that's where Tony wins the war. This is not really a war now, guys. Believe it or not, this is not really the war everybody thinks it is. We're watching some of the best professional wrestling on the planet tonight at AEW Dynamite. But in order to maintain it and in order to work the booking correctly, and here's another thing too. If you can cycle them between 3 or 4 promotions, everybody gets a taste of the money. Everybody's boats rise. That's the move. And I do believe that TK has glanced a time or two at the show. So if you happen to do that, sir, that's the move. It's the most intelligent move. It's how you win this fictitious war that's going on. Yeah, no, this is not WWE at all. None of this is WWE. But you got Konosuke Takeshita right there sitting there with 3 contracts, every single one of them worth at least $1 million right now. They're 1-year contracts, every single one of them worth at least $1 million. His AEW contract worth way more than $1 million. So Konosuke Takeshita is going nowhere. He's staying right where he's staying. But I'm predicting by this time next year, you're going to see your first 8-digit professional wrestler, and it's not going to be Will Ospreay because I don't think he'll want to do the multiple contracts. But the doing the multiple contracts thing is the smart move because you lock the talent in amongst 3 promotions. There's always something fresh. There's always something new. Now they have to travel a lot, but it's worth it. If somebody's paying me $5 to $10 million a year, I'll travel. As long as I can do a little bit of first class every once in a while, I'll do some economy in the country. But if I'm going overseas, first class, take a nap, wake up with champagne in a real damn glass. There we go. We got 120 viewers live in living color. Thank you. Give me a second here. And here comes our punishment for Chris Jericho losing. Yeah, here comes our punishment for Jericho losing his fucking title. There we go. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Alexander's signed. He's signed. They're just bringing him in slow roll. He's all elite. I thought he might go MLP, but nah. They're not putting on enough work and they're not paying good enough yet. Yes, it is the Fozzy song. Ain't that a damn shame, Chris? He lost his match, his tooth, and his title. Pause. There we go. I can see him getting ready to dress Big Bill down and Brian Keith for not winning the tag titles, and I can see them getting ready to crack. Because I don't think Big Bill wants to hear that. I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't think Big Bill wants to hear that at all. There we go. We're over 120 viewers now. We are 7 away from 130. Told you it went straight there. Yep, right away. I knew it. And Catherine was right there. Yeah. But the learning tree is no fucking more, please. This show will be a 10 of 10 if they break up. I am not lying. There we go. That way I don't look too much like a vampire. Jeez, that brightness gets good when the light's right. He lost his tooth. He lost the match. He lost the title. And please lose the learning tree. He sees eye to eye with Brian. That's the first one he's going to try to intimidate. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Big Bill, maybe. Brian Keith, nah, I'm good with that. Jericho did say the quiet part out loud, yes. Oh. Chris Jericho is definitely disappointed. And he's destroying the Learning Tree set. How in the hell did he turn that? Okay. So I'm thinking if the Learning Tree set is totally destroyed and he's actually going to leave. Okay, we're at least a 9 right now. We're at least a 9. I'm at least a 9 with this show now. If Big Bill kicks his ass right now, I'm a 10. If Big Bill kicks his ass, I'm at least a 10 right now. Look at that scowl. If that doesn't scream, get off my lawn, I don't know what does. Let's take you back to the Dynasty Zero Hour. I don't know. I hadn't looked. That is one guy that I genuinely do not check up on. I don't even remember if I'm following him or blocked him. I really don't. One of the very few wrestlers that I don't even follow, I don't think I follow him. Ugh. Wow. So FTR is going to be on Collision. Hang tight a second here, guys. Harley Cameron and Athena, I think, is going to be... Harley Cameron and Athena, I think, is going to be a better match than people think it's going to be. And then Mercedes faces the winner. I'm not totally opposed to Harley Cameron going over and having Mercedes and Harley to keep Athena and her apart for a little bit longer. You know what I mean? They're trying to talk it out now. 25 years. That's the only thing about it. I'm trying to figure out. It seems to me like they're pulling a trigger on this way too soon. That's the only thing about it. I didn't want to see Mercedes and Athena in the same ring until All In. Until All In. I really don't want to see them in the same ring until All In. I don't think she pins her clean. But yeah, no, I wouldn't see if she actually won. I don't think it would be a clean win. Might even be a disqualification. And it would elevate Harley. But at the same time, I really don't want to see these two ladies touch until All In. That's when I want to see them the first time. And that's the only thing that's killing me about the way this match structure got set up. I would have liked for her to have been on the other side and maybe get a fluke loss or something like that to somebody like a Statlander or something like that, keep her looking strong. But the only way this thing's starting to go together here, she can't lose to Harley clean. That's not going to happen. I love Harley Cameron to death. Everybody knows that. That's not going to happen. But the fact of the matter is, you potentially have these two ladies fighting in Boston with 80 days to All In, and then it's going to be like been there, done that. That's my biggest concern about how this thing's coming together. So I hope he's got a plan for that, because I've been really debating on this one in my mind the whole week. As soon as I saw the announcement, I'm like, now how is Tony Khan going to keep these two ladies apart if they're in a juggernaut steam towards each other? They're on a commercial break here. Give me about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Chris Jericho storming out. So much for catering. And Chris Jericho is out the door and out of the building. Go sing, Chris. And here come the Death Riders for your main event here. Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli. Looking like they're making their way to the ring right now. And this is going to be interesting because you got Samoa Joe and you got Hook. And I don't think Samoa Joe eats a pin on this one. Now the question is, since we opened up the show with the Bucks and Mox and all them, do the Bucks get involved? Yeah, the pollen hadn't gone anywhere even after all the rainstorms. This is getting stupid. And now it's freezing cold to go along with it. This is crazy. They're making their way to the ring through the crowd right now. Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta. And there will be no Yuta disrespect. Catherine gets unhappy when there's Yuta disrespect. Now they are not bringing the titles. Oh, the Ops got some kick-ass entrance music too. And over 350 of that belongs to... And we got Pyro. We got Pyro. Thank you, Tony. Bill versus Jericho at All In, that would be kind of cool right there. As long as he beats the brakes off of him. I think Joe got some ink on his back. Wheeler Yuta like, I got this under control. Did y'all see that numbnut, stupid son of a bitch out in the crowd with the Bryce is right? Yuta's gonna die. You're just like, oh no, oh Lord. You're just like, I can do this, but I'm gonna let you do it, Claudio. I don't want you to feel left out, Claudio. Claudio's just getting on in the ring like, all right, let's do this. Damn. I think I saw Claudio's soul leave his body on that chop. I'm not 100% sure about this move right here. Because I just kind of have a feeling Claudio could kill him. Wheeler's like, all right, I'm ready for this one. Whoop. That's how it's done. Now Hook is going to die. Now we got a 50-50 going on here with Hook and Wheeler Yuta. That walk away was hilarious. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Joe's like, I'm going to chop you. Then I'm going to punch you right between the eyes. Then I'm going to flip you over. Then I'm going to break your damn neck. That's just kind of how I roll. I'm sorry, Catherine. I know you love Wheeler Yuta to death, but if it comes back down to Wheeler Yuta and Samoa Joe, he's going to beat shit down his leg. You know that. You know that. Wheeler having a hard time getting out the box with the damn Hook. Oh, Claudio running over there for the assist. Now everything's right in one. Now everything's starting to get kind of evened out here a little bit. And they're heading to picture-in-picture here. Joe got his hand reached out there. Yuta's going to... I don't think Yuta's going to let Hook out the ring right now. I think they got the right guy in there for him to work with right now. Because I just don't think they want anything to do with Joe. And shout out to Wheeler Yuta too, because he's actually doing some better character development. I know I pick on the dude, but his character development so far has become masterful. And I like to see that. I really do. I like it for Yuta. But I'm still with Daryl on this one right here. If they can figure out a way to turn Yuta back face, that way, and do it smoothly, that would make Tony Booker of the Year right there. Tony's already Booker of the Year. I mean, seriously, Tony's already Booker of the Year. That's not even a joke. Like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We are, wow, at 10 o'clock, so we're doing an overrun. We're doing an overrun already. That means they must have a killer closing segment for this. I have a feeling that we have not seen the last of Mox, Swerve, the Bucks, Adam. I got a feeling we haven't seen the last of them at this point. Bowens versus Blake Christian on... Ooh, that's going to be hard. Pause. Blake Christian obviously is very, very good, and Anthony Bowens is... Did he go out there and murder Max this weekend or what? Was that like Murder Max weekend? Because I was there for it. I was totally there. We were definitely back on that one. Now, the only thing left for the Max Caster challenge is I need him to lose to somebody like Blake Christian. I need him to lose to somebody at that level. Like, not a mid-card or anything like that. I need him to lose at that level. And I think his progression to the dark side will be complete. So, that's all I got to say about that. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, if this turns out to be Wheeler Yuta back in the ring with Samoa Joe, I think Samoa Joe's literally gonna beat shit down his leg. I do. I believe that in my heart of hearts. I believe Samoa Joe came here to make a point tonight. We'll see, but that's kind of how it's starting to feel. Good Lord, we're still sitting here with commercials, guys. Yeah, right now they're still teeing off on... There we go. A drop Sayanagi. There we go. Why is it that everybody runs right into somebody when you were supposed to... Never mind. Whoa! There's a suplex out of nowhere, and of course Wheeler Yuta doesn't think to reach over and smack him on the leg. Pause. Hook's got to go at least 20 feet for that tag. Boo! Belly to back. Joe could be out. Claudio just went in there like a bull in a china shop. Not enough for 3. Not enough for 3. Joe is trying to get himself, will himself up, if you will. Damn! That knocked his mouthpiece out. He's got red rum. And here come the other Death Riders. Moxley walking around with that steel chair. I figured the Death Riders would make their way down here. Swerving crowd. Uh-oh, Shibata. Shibata got him. He's got red rum. Samoa Joe with a Kanani clutch. And we get the tap. The ops pulling this thing off. Pause. All of the ops. It shows them handling them. Yeah. Anarchy in the arena. Anarchy in the arena. Anarchy in the arena. Shibata still got it locked in. Oh, even if you win, you lose. The numbers. The numbers. The numbers. This might hurt a little bit, guys. Oh. Yeah, cameraman, get over there. We got anarchy in the arena, guys. You know it. Baltimore, Maryland. They are cowardly sons of bitches. Joe still cuts a hell of a promo, too, by the way. Joe is a gift that keeps on giving. Anarchy in the arena. Straight up like 6 o'clock. Hell yes, they are, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to stay much longer, but we have at the Covalent TV is coming up here in just a few minutes. They're going to bring you the news, hold a couple of dumbasses accountable, bring you those facts, data, statistics, and one of the best reviews across all platforms here. That's going to be in less than 10 minutes right now. That is Covalent TV. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We had 128. We almost hit 130. 130 was the number I had in mind, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it at all. I don't care about numbers. I care about family. And that's what we are. And like I always say, you are the stars. I am but the conduit. I am but the conduit. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to step on out here, make myself a little bit of dinner. Dinner number 2, actually. Dinner number 1 was before the show. Dinner number 2 will be after the show. And I'm going to enjoy a little bit of Covalent TV because that's what we do around here. But for right now, I will definitely be back on Saturday. I do not have any plans at this moment to be on any other time during this week. Next week, Friday morning, 2 a.m., we're going to be doing the Progress Wrestling show. Have more on that next week when we get there. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and go on out here and get me a little bit of food, a little bit of grub. And I'm going to settle in for Covalent TV and their live review coming up here in just a few minutes. So for now, I'm going to have to say goodnight. God bless. And good night, America, wherever you are. We'll see you Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Take care.